Again, the government is set next Thursday for the final Westminster showdown on the Maastricht Treaty. Newsnight is on BBC Two at 10:30 as usual, but that's the 9 o'clock news tonight. Good night.
Hello, good evening. The influential Commons Public Accounts Committee has strongly criticised a government catering organisation. Ford Civil Service Catering, based at Basingstoke, is accused of serious fraud and mismanagement, which could cost the taxpayer up to £1 million. Members of the committee are particularly alarmed because the organisation is run by the Treasury.
Forward Catering operates from the top floors of Grosvenor House in Basingstoke, running government department restaurants, including the facilities at Farnborough's Defence Research Agency. But the all-powerful Public Accounts Committee has revealed a catalogue of financial disasters. Its report detailing a case of mismanagement, irregularity, malpractice and fraud, representing a serious failure in the conduct of public business.
Well, it's very difficult to know how much money we've really lost, but we do know it's a lot of money, and this is in a body which is run by the Treasury. And the Treasury is supposed to run the economy. After looking at this, frankly, I don't think they could run a tea shop.
BBC South was refused access to both its catering facilities and its head office. The report even revealed an instance where fictitious employees were entered on a casual payroll. 2 staff have since resigned, 3 face disciplinary charges, and 3 more are the subject of a continuing investigation.
A Hampshire teacher who championed traditional teaching methods has lost his claim for unfair dismissal. Jack Smith said he was sacked from New Milton Junior School because of his approach in the classroom. He said some of his pupils were unable to read or write because the 3 R's had been ignored. But a tribunal has agreed that Mr. Smith was professionally incompetent. That's it from us, but there's more on Radio Solent and other BBC local radio stations in half an hour. Now tonight's weather details with Ian McCaskill.
Hello, there's a lot of cloud over the country at the moment, but on the satellite sequence we can see more broken skies spreading in from the Atlantic before this next lot of cloud comes along to spoil things, probably on Sunday. But those are the weather fronts that gave the St Swithin's rain, that clearing all but the far north of Scotland during tomorrow, and then another decent day on Saturday before this next area of low pressure develops and spreads more wind and rain across many parts of Britain during Sunday. Well, let's come back to tonight. It's by no means dry now. On the radar we can see bursts of quite heavy rain. Those bright yellow and orange colours, those are thunderstorms. Those will subside slowly during the night, but still follow ones coming up from the southwest. So a cloudy night tonight in most places, misty too in some parts, with hail and coastal fog in the west and the south. Those thunderstorms slowly subsiding during a very mild night indeed. By the end of the night too, becoming drier over Northern Ireland and staying dry throughout the next 24 hours, we think, in Shetland as well. Temperatures, well, not very low at all tonight, indeed warm and sticky and close in the south, 15 degrees Celsius there. Tomorrow, starting off cloudy in many places with further outbreaks of rain, but brighter weather with showers already into Northern Ireland, spreading to all but the far north of Scotland during the day. The rain getting up into Orkneys, I think, during the course of the second part of the day. Shetland, again, probably staying completely dry all day. Those are the winds tomorrow. Mild southwesterly winds in the south, still cool southeasterly winds up in the north. The temperatures reflect that. In northeast Scotland, 13 to 15 Celsius, warming up as you come southward, 18 to 20 over Northern Ireland, 18 to 20 over southern Scotland too, and 18 to 22 over England and Wales. There we are on Saturday, quite a bright day for most of us with sunshine and showers, and not very many showers in the south either. Still some rain, but then up in Shetland at last. And then on Sunday, windy, cloudy, outbreaks of rain, some showers with very little sunshine. That's it. Good night.
6.
Maud, I'm reading the obituaries.
6. Are you comfortable, City? Most men would be avid for it.
Where in hell have you been, Mrs. Fortby?
Magic flutes. 6 hours. The arrangement was that you should be the father to my children.
These things are supposed to happen naturally.
What have we here? This is a very naughty boy.
I want to breed.
Tom Sharp's Blot on the Landscape, Monday 10:10 on BBC One.
So what have you got?
Patel, worked on an oil platform. You're down as Richard Shepherd, fitters me.
There's very little difference between an oil rig and a prison.
Doesn't do to let too many people know what you're up to. How do you mean? Up to?
I'm telling you, Spender, this guy is a real life taker.
Slipped. Jumped. Shoved.
In our humble opinion, Sergeant, we think it points to something a little more serious.
Spender, Saturday at 9:10 on BBC One.
Will the Dalai Lama ever return to Tibet? BBC Two's Under the Sun now reports. On BBC One now, the first of a poignant two-part drama reflecting Britain's post-war child migration policy, whereby thousands of orphaned or homeless children were shipped to Australia, some to be mistreated or abused. You may find some of the scenes distressing.
Probably the heaviest and more persistent rain pushing across Northern Ireland up into Scotland, and then a narrowing tail of rain running down across England and Wales. But even so, there could well be some heavier bursts of rain during the afternoon to affect the golfers across at Sandwich. In behind it, somewhat brighter, showery weather, but quite a windy day. So pretty mixed bag right the way through the weekend. Probably the best of the weather, though, on Saturday. Good night.
Now, the second of BBC One's programmes tonight, celebrating nearly 20 years of success for the Swedish pop group, appearing on stage at Wembley in 1979. As we say, thank you for the music to ABBA.